If I'm alive. Oh, I definitely don't. They're debating me. Oh, hey. Nice. Got him. My fair citizens, Sodium City, we have 25 cents. It's 25 cents per cup of lemonade, to be specific. Now, what kind of lemonade? It's going to be some face lemonade. We, of course, make face lemonade using Brash Taunter and any type of damage spell, typically an AoE damage spell. So Brash Taunter, 5 mana, 1/1 indestructible goblin. Sounds innocuous. It's 5 mana, super expensive, kind of shitty, right? So does have some cool abilities that you want to keep an eye out for. Whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. Super cool, right? And then it has the ability, 3 mana, tap, it fights another target creature. This can be a creature you control, it could be a creature the opponent controls, anything. That's also important. And with this, of course, we're going to have a bunch of different damage spells. We have Anger of the Gods, we have Battle of Fire and Frost, we have Storm's Wrath, we have Star of Extinction. So we're going to do 3 damage, 4 damage, 4 damage, 20 damage. It's a lot of damage. However, you know, of course, you're going to have multiple spells in order to completely add up to 20 damage being their life total. Now, of course, dealing 20 damage with a few AoE burn spells is going to be very, very difficult. So with the help of Fiery Emancipation, it makes it very, very easy. So Fiery Emancipation, 6 mana enchantment, kind of a do-nothing when it comes into play. It's very hard to cast. It's kind of a shitty enchantment. But if a source you control would to deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple that damage to that permanent or player instead. So this means if a Brash Taunter would simply attack and do 1 damage to the player, it would actually do 3 damage. This is very cool because if you have Fiery Emancipation down and you cast Anger of the Gods, which is 3 damage to everything, it's going to do 9 damage to Brash Taunter. And then Brash Taunter is going to do that much damage to the opponent, but that's actually going to get tripled. So Brash Taunter is actually going to do 27 damage to the opponent. So if you have Fiery Emancipation out and Brash Taunter out and you cast Anger of the Gods, you're doing 27 damage to them for 3 mana. 3 mana. Now, of course, with this, you're going to need a copious amount of ramp to really be able to cast all of this. We don't have a lot, but we do have a little with Wolfwillow Haven and Cultivate. We did initially have things like Explore and Growth Spiral, and I believe maybe an Uro or so in there, but we ran into way too many problems to where we would just get mana screwed and or flooded. Things of that nature. So we use Wolfwillow Haven and Cultivate to essentially guarantee the mana ramp. Because obviously if you cast Explore or Growth Spiral and you don't have a land in your hand already, or if you don't draw a land, it's just a 2 mana draw card, which does suck, especially for this deck when you have to hit your land drops. It's not necessarily you have to get the cards you need, it's more you have to hit your land drops in order to cast the cards that you have. The easiest way to get all this stuff onto the battlefield is going to be through Genesis Ultimatum. Now there's a really cool combo that I was trying to accomplish the whole time we were building this, and I never got it off, and I was casting Genesis Ultimatum. So you look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of permanent cards from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest into your hand, exile Genesis Ultimatum. So in these top 5 cards, I wanted to have Fiery Emancipation, Battle of Frost and Fire, and Brash Taunter. If I have those 3 in the top 5 cards, then you just win for the most part. Because you're going to have Fire Emancipation, which triples damage. You're going to have Battle of Frost and Fire, which when it comes into play, deals 4 damage to everything. So again, 12 damage to Brash Taunter, and then Brash Taunter deals 12 damage times 3, 36 to the opponent's face. It's just 1 Genesis Ultimatum doing 36 damage to the opponent's face. It's pretty good trade. 7 mana, deal 37. However, again, after however many games that we played, like 30 or something like that, never able to get this combo off, which is very, very sad. Excluding the fact that I've never actually gotten the combo that I was trying to get off, the deck is surprisingly consistent. So I highly recommend it. Even though some lemonade costs 25 cents, subscribing to the channel is free. And as for yesterday's comment question of the day, I asked you, what is the ratio of meta to non-meta decks that you encounter when you're on the ranked ladder? Here are your answers. And if you want your comment featured in these videos, then make sure you answer the comment question of the day every single day, 7 days a week in the comment section below. And I wanted to give a special shout out to Rumen G, our very first member on YouTube. Thank you so much for all the support, and I hope that you enjoy everything to come. And for you, since you are the first one, if you have a deck list, make sure to send it to me and I'll throw it in a video. Thank you again. If you want to become a member, make sure to hit that join button just below the video. Stay salty and enjoy the games. It's like, hey, you have expensive cards? Have more lands. Oh, you have a lot of lands? Have more expensive cards. Oh, you have more expensive cards? Have more lands. Like, can you at least give me ramp or something? Jesus fuck, dude. Yeah, that sucked. That was rough. All right, well, this is much better this time around. Unless it's a Tybalt's Trickery deck. I don't know if we have the tools to beat a Tybalt's Trickery deck. I'm assuming no, but I don't know for sure. I'm not sure for sure. Unless you're playing Giants. Yeah, unless I'm playing against Giants. That would suck too. Green sauce. Didn't get a green sauce. An 8-0 in the metagame challenge? Goddamn, nice. Sweet. They didn't have a counterspell either. Snow deck. Don't touch it! It's harmless. It's harmless, I tell you. I actually should have angered to double kill it and then growth spiral double on their turn. I did not use my thinking noodle till it was too late. Do need lands. I need another green source though. I made it to the stream in time. What are we playing? Ooh. I don't know if I have a way to beat that. This is a Jeskai Brash Taunter deck Kappa. Sure. Rawr. All right. Don't kill my Taunter. Don't kill my Taunter. Because I have Star of Extinction. That's super cute. So that's like the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Ixalan's Binding. That's also super cute. What? At least your Thief of Sanity came back. Does that mean? At least you still have a Thief of Sanity. Yeah, the Goblin and Frostfire. See, what I wanted, the thing is, if you Genesis Ultimatum and you get the Fiery Emancipation, that Goblin, and the Frost and Fire, you win, I think. Yeah, you win. Which makes me really want to go up to a 4th Fiery Emancipation and a 4th Taunter. But, you know what? I guess if people are gonna make you play Ugin, you just play Ugin. Maybe I should just put in the Fae of Wishes and thrown in Ugin's side, though. Probably smarter because Fae of Wishes is also cheaper. And I can ensure a land drop with that. Yeah, I definitely don't want Karn board. We're running double vision, so having Fae of Wishes is just objectively better. I think that was actually the wrong move. I could have angered and then paid 3 to fight whatever they put down, right? Fighting. Boom. Take 2 more damage. GG's. This is great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I guess it's not GG yet. Ooh, I should have angered. Okay, it's GG's. It's GG's now. Now it's GG's. Ray 320, welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Huzzah! I will kill you with an anger of the gods. I'm so fucking angry, and I am the god. Rawr. It wasn't a misclick, I just didn't read. Already followed, but click unfollowed. By mistake. How dare you? Need Fae of Bitches. We need Need Spyglass. Going to need Storm's Wrath. Another Emancipation. Super Bowl prediction? I don't even know who's in it, and I also don't give a fuck. Football is probably like the least entertaining sport to me. Well, golf is. Baseball. Golf, baseball, then football. I don't know. I'm not really a sports person. I like UFC, and then if any other sport, it'll be basketball. Barrier Breach isn't bad. Magic is super sport. Fabled Passage, yes. Crypt. Cage. Omniscience. Clear the mind. Chandra. Chandrea. Mortal Sun. Mortal Sun, I already got it. We don't have enough mana for Banefire to really be all that great. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll get a Banefire. Jesus. What's Barrier Breach? Exile up to 3 target enchantments. It's fantastic. Oh, I need a Rampage of the Clans. There we go. That's what I need. Thank you so much, Hatred. Prime Gaming. Let's fucking go. No ramp, but we do have turn 3 board wipe, and we're on the play. We have a bunch of other shit. Get to scry later on. Should be fine. All right. Unranked tick with the Muse Sacrifice. Rogue mono blue. Sounds like you quit a lot. It's like a weird ass goblin deck. I thought it was a Cavalcade deck, but the Prospector just seems kind of out of character. Right, please don't start missing land drops all of a sudden. Please? Alright, we missed land drops all of a sudden. That's bad. I would like it if we stopped missing land drops.
That would be great. Okay.
Just guarantee our land drop, yeah. We can come back from this. Okay, no. Squee the Immortal kills us. Squee the Immortal kills us, actually. We lose to Squee, chat. God damn it. Man, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do against that. And it's just we just lost way too many games based on the simple fact that our ramp spells are not ramping us. I hate that so much. It's the most annoying thing. All right, so let's add not garbage ramp spells. How about that? Not garbage ramp spells. Although it's like, that's why we have double vision, so we're gonna have to take out double vision because of that. Adding cultivate with that. 3, 6, 7, 9. Okay. There is no extra cool thing for that. You just have to look at chat. You know? Is some keyword for this energy for search in library? I don't follow, Toxie. They have the 4 mana artifact where you pay 4 energy, or you pay 6 energy and you cast a card from your library. That was what I was referring to. I didn't know if they had it or not. Like, we have a lot of board wipes, but I didn't know if they had that. So I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna put that. Yeah, Aetherworks Marvel. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I had a lot of board wipes, so I was like, you know what, I'll be fine if I just, you know, keep getting board wipes, because I have a lot. Hoodie, welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, if you're just starting out on Arena, once you install it and open it up, there's like a big tutorial thing that'll show you all of the UI stuff. It'll show you how it interacts in game. It'll show you all the different UI parts of it. So it does kind of help in that sense. But after that, yeah, you can join my Discord, and we do a lot of talking and just kind of shit in the chute. But if you're trying to get competitive, on like a hyper competitive level, my Discord is, well, at least me personally, I would not be the person to reference, because I'm not, I don't play to be competitive. I'm more of a fun player than a competitive player. Star plays to another shit out of you? Yes. Like, I just don't play meta decks. I play against them so much. Playing with them is just seems like extra work. They're holding up a counterspell or an indestructible thingamabob. So I basically need them to tap out again. They have the give everything +2/+2. I feel it. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm actually active in the Discord, unlike a lot of content creators. I do have a day job and I do YouTube videos 7 days a week, so I'm busy a lot of the times, but I am also active in the Discord quite a bit. Can you feel it now, Mr. Krabs?
Arg, I'm feeling it, Sponge Bra.
Interesting. Remember, licking doorknobs is illegal on other planets? Which one specifically? Because I am going to your mom's planet later, and I was planning on licking the doorknob there. Pog. Have a blocker. All right, moment of truth. It's pretty good truth. The truth is here. There's so much truth to be had. I guess I could have brought back my Fae of Wishes. But fuck that. I really wanted to get that Fiery Emancipation, though. Ooh. Okay. Scry 3 twice. All right, so I should be relatively close. I mean, they're dead, but... Rawr. Rawr.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
There, that's fine. That'll work. That'll do. See, we just had to make those little changes. And if you want to see me build and play all of these decks live, make sure to follow me over at twitch.tv/StriderStone. I stream 5 days a week, every day except Monday and Thursday. We didn't want to show them all the tricks on game 1. And we needed to show them it all game 2. The next time we play them. Later on. Pushing Daisies, welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow, I appreciate it. Finally, don't you finally me?
Shut the fuck up!
Did you get the final blow with Taunter on Taunter action? I did. It was hot. I'm gonna get a red and a blue. So we have 2 green. I have one of those too, but mine looks cooler. Pushing Daisies. Welcome to Sodium City. Thank you for the follow. I don't know if I said that. I might have. I am fucking out of control right now. Okay. We do need 3 blues. Eventually. Eventually. Snuffy the Seal. Welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. If your fan base grows too much, it gets harder to stay connected to them, what we do. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know I'll still have my normal core people. Ew. Lame. Yes, fight it. Fight it! Nice. Pog. Pog. I don't know. I just, sure. I was like, wait a second. Why, though, opponent? But why? But why, opponent? Predictions are up. I think it's too risky. Yeah, the Goblin's sweet. Big fan. Okay. So we can guarantee our land drop with Fae of Wishes. Which is nice. I would like to not have to do that. I'm gonna need a green and a blue. Do I have a Genesis Ultimatum in sideboard? I did put one. Yeah, I did. Sweet. I think so. Okay. Opponent made some plays. They definitely made some plays. Think they have a counter spell? No. Awesome. Seven mana ramp spell, let's go. It's a great 7 mana ramp spell. I see, I see, I see. Two, three, four, five. Okay. So I Just gonna do that. Because I can. Yep, because I can. I can't win with it. But who knows? Maybe I'll draw something that will make me win. Maybe. That probably will not do it. Don't get tired of the old Nissa getting starred treatment? Yeah, me either. Love it. Love it. Aww. I don't have like a shit ton of card draw here. Probably a mistake. Good card, everybody. Why not Sun? I don't know. There, you happy? I got fucking Sun, okay? I got the Sun. I did get the Sun. Why are you guys complaining? I did get the Sun. One goblin, just one. Hey, hey, what do you know? We win. We win. Poggers. Poggers in the chat. Poggers, Pog Slide, all the stuff. Blah! There, see, I did it. I got the Immortal Sun. I got the Goblin. All right, I did it. Okay, everyone can, okay? I did everything you guys wanted. See, was that so hard? It wasn't, you know, but I got to cock tease y'all for a bit, you know?
You're teasing me, you naughty naughty.
Can't just give you the whole thing, right? They're playing the Tybalt's Trickery deck. Easy game. Yeah. See, I spent more time in the queue and waiting for this screen to finish than I did actually in the game. That's why I don't like that card. More than anything else. Because you can beat it, there's ways around it, blah, blah, blah. It's not crazy overpowered. It's just the fact that it wastes time. It's like you spend more time in queue, more time trying to decide whether you want to keep or mold a hand, and then at the victory and defeat screen, then you do actually playing the game. Win rate for me is about 55. Yeah, most of like the pros or the super good people, they're hovering right around 60%. So I'm like, it's still a good deck. It's consistent. If you're consistently, yeah, quick for dailies, yeah. That's what's kind of annoying about it. All right, I'm gonna have to get blue source. Strider is consistently my hero. Aw, bitch. Pedro Cardoso. I don't play much of it. Hey, I mean, if you do, you do. It is, not my place to judge, but still gonna not like you. If you see this Vitae Fodder, I have no idea what that means. Opponent, stop it. Give me a blue source. Thank you. That's Jesus's place. Whoa. I mean, do I have? One, two, three, four, five. Oh, I guess I do. Right, we're going for the win. We are going for the win. Although I should have put that down. Two. Damn. Close. All right, if I'm alive, still dies to a bull. Yep. If I'm alive. No, I definitely don't. They're fucking debating me. Oh. Hey. Nice. Got him. Yeah, I've always had problems with mono red, or playing mono red in best of one, just because everything is bigger than like a 3-butt or a 4-butt pretty quickly, mainly in like mono white and shit like that. Is this the same mother? Guess it is not. We've gone up against so many mono red players today. Cannot let that fuck us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need like 2 more blue. Chandra. Ouch. Okay, at least we have Battle of Frost and Fire.
Time to sleep for a week.
Wait, why are you telling him to shut up, Taxi? I'm very confused. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we need 1 more blue. And then I think we're okay. Actually, no. We are good. Not quite a win. But we win next turn. Go for it. Go for it. You're gonna take a lot. Boom! Well. Do I risk it?
Oh, yes, Daddy.
Nah, let's just fucking kill him. Just fucking kill him. Yeah, fuck him. I mean, getting into Diamond is just kind of not super difficult. You can fine-tune a list and get there relatively easily, especially if you're like sticking to one list. What's the record? Let me check. Overall it's 10-9, but after we made the changes, it's 7-2. We made a lot of changes. After we made the changes, it's 7-2. Duck. Exclamation mark, duck. Actually need some skill to play mono red. Yeah. Sure. Go with that. Let's get a blue. And another blue? This doesn't really matter. We have world trees. Okay, so this is not that bad of a choice. So we're gonna battle Frost and Fire, and then we're gonna Fiery Emancipation, and then we're gonna Genesis Ultimatum, right? So we got a little bit of a curve. Got them curves going on. We'll scry 3 from this, so we're gonna get a little bit of benefit from everything. Death Sprout. That was nice. Fucking that still is 3. Alright, well. That means I cannot fire Emancipation because they will just fucking blow it up. Alright. God damn it. All right, come on. All right, we're doing it. We're going in. Yeah, I haven't seen Big Vraska in a while. Okay, so she does do blow it up. Okay. Man, I really didn't want to waste the Star of Extinction. But I'm gonna have to, right? The hard thing in Trickery is that you're changing it all the time, trying to make it work. It's a lot of planeswalkers. It's a lot of things that are about to die. Two, three, four, five. All right, so this does damage all of them. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I can Star of Extinction here, but that's about it. Phyrexian Facefucker 5000 and Big Vraska is a one-turn kill, is it? Oh, did I not pay out that last prediction? I don't even remember. Did I win that last prediction? Wiggly Bob, welcome to Sodium City. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I don't remember who won. I'm gonna have to delete it. Chat, I think I won this one. Maybe. Maybe. Another Vraska. How dare you? How dare you? Two. Alright, Fiery Emancipation. And this. Got him.
Ortega bat 314, has been a citizen for 5 months.
The overall stats for this deck ended up going 31 and 18. This is a little bit deceptive because after we made the most recent changes, it went 18 and 5. However, it wasn't a big change. These were where all the big changes start. So it went 5 and 2, then 5 and 4, up to 18 and 5. So it was a very good deck after we made the changes. Again, it kind of started off a little clunky. We were doing like good, but not great. And then it started to kind of pick up. And then this finalized version, it ended up doing just amazing. This was the deck that allowed me to just completely plow through Platinum. I went from, I think, Plat 4 all the way into Diamond in one stream. So it was about 3 to 4 hours. Super easy. It was funny to watch people take 1,500 damage or however much we ended up being able to meme out. The thing is that I still don't believe I was able to get the one Genesis Ultimatum into a Fiery Emancipation, Battle of Frost and Fire, and Brash Taunter, all from one Genesis Ultimatum. That was the one thing that I was trying to do through all of these games that I did, and I never got it once. It was one of those things. I really, really want it because it would have been a one-turn kill. I believe it's like 36 damage or something like that. But it would be so freaking awesome just being able to Genesis Ultimatum into an actual kill. Something that wasn't Terror of the Peaks, you know, is something not lame like Terror of the Peaks, something with flair, pizzazz, or something. Either way, it was a super fun deck. Highly recommend it. Great for ladder climbing. We did, of course, have a few issues with mono red, as you normally do. when you're playing a jank deck. Whether it's Goblins, we actually didn't have too many problems with Goblins because we have a lot of board wipes. It's usually just the burn decks that we have a big problem with. Now, mono white is kind of a different issue because mono white, all their creatures get bigger than a 3 and 4 but by the time we can actually cast our board wipes. And usually by the time we have 7 mana and can cast a Star of Extinction, we're going to be dead, which is very, very unfortunate. However, later on, we started running into a bunch of Selesnya Angels decks, which kind of proposes the same situation. We just can't kill them before they get too beefy. Luckily, we didn't end up running into too many mono white decks outside of this one stretch of us just getting obliterated. We changed some lands, and then all of a sudden we went up against 3 mono white decks, lost to 2 of them, beat 1 of them because it was an aura deck. But for the most part, we were just getting destroyed by mono white for a while. It's just kind of the curse that you have to live with when you're running red for your board wipes instead of black and white. You just have to live with it. And as far as losing to red, it's just kind of one of those gambles. If you get killed on turn 3, you get killed on turn 3. Just sometimes they high roll you, and sometimes you go, and you just have to let it happen. There's nothing you can do about it. Outside of that, I mean, again, it was a super funny deck. I highly recommend this. We didn't have any super bad matchups, again, except for anything with a big fat ass. Then outside of that, I mean, we were destroying everything from the Tybalt's Trickery decks and the mono brown decks, surprisingly. And we didn't really have any truly bad matchups. Everything was at least 50%, and then everything else outside of that was just kind of a cakewalk. Yo, what up, YouTube? Yeah, we going here, Strider. Come on. You didn't really think that I was that type of person, did you? Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you were even a little bit entertained by this video, please make sure to let me know down below. And if you have anything that you would like to see next, go ahead and leave that there too. And make sure to check out my live stream 5 days a week, every day except Sunday and Thursday. Stream times down below.